where only 2 people are left in the world, and they have to they have to entertain themselves by making a podcast. Sejun Park is here with Kyo to entertain themselves in this endless world of insanity.
Insanity.
That's probably I feel like that's probably the worst intro I could have done.
It's fine. Let's roll with it. That's fine.
Yeah.
We're talking about video games.
Yeah, we're
I love
game
in a
podcast.
world. Wait, what was it? You said in a world.
In a world where there's no one left in the world, but there's 2 guys in the world. That's so stupid. I didn't realize what I said until I said it.
I love
it's
it.
so dumb. Anyways, guys, welcome. This is a Binch Bros podcast. Podcast where me and June just, at this point, shoot the shit. Just talk about games that we played this week.
What episode is this?
This should be 14.
Nice.
Hitting it strong. So today we're going to be talking most likely about Final Fantasy 15 because we both kind of been, we've both been hitting it lately.
Mm-hmm.
I just recently got it. June had it for like a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So we could talk about it. I think today we're going to be talking about Kingsglave. So how much do you remember of it, and like what parts did you not like? Or no, let's start with what you don't like, and then go with what you did like.
I'm sorry. My cat was just like whacking something somewhere, and it was making a lot of noise.
Classic cats. Just
please chill out, Kara.
Wants
Okay.
attention.
No, I think she's just like, oh, this thing's fun to just like knock over. It's like, no, don't do that right now.
That sounds like me.
Sorry, repeat that question one more time.
So let's start with like what we liked about it or didn't like about it. Like
what we liked about it or didn't like about it.
Didn't like.
Okay, I guess.
And how far? Like how much do you remember? Like percentage wise.
I remember like. Yeah, I remember what happens in the movie, and I remember.
The general.
Yeah, I remember the plot.
Thing, right?
I remember. Yeah. I don't remember names of most of the characters who aren't in Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah,
like it's like.
But they weren't even in it too much.
Nox. Nox is the main guy.
Nox. No, that's Nyx.
Nyx.
Yeah,
and
he's the main dude in
Libertus.
Libertus or something like that.
Okay, hold on.
It's a Liberty something.
Sorry, 1 second.
Libertus.
All right. It was a phone battery that she was whacking around.
Oh.
I got it from
charging?
her. So
charging your phone?
No, it's not even for my phone. I don't know whose phone it is. Fried or whatever it is. It's
fried?
Anyway, Libertus?
Libertus. I think it's Libertus or something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you what I didn't like about the movie.
Yeah.
That guy, Libertus.
Yeah.
His voice actor is really like weirdly like cartoonish.
Yeah.
And it's like a very realistic looking movie.
Yeah.
His
voice didn't fit with his character and the way his
he's like
there was something off.
Yeah, he's like, come on, Nyx. We got a country to fight for, hero. It's like oh god, stop.
It's so dumb. It's like he's being sarcastic, but he's also. It feels like he's not. His character is not that at all.
Yeah, I don't want to make judgments about like what the acting process was like, but like what I'm getting from it is the guy saw the character design. And he was like, "This is the voice I'm gonna go for," and it's like does not fit what anyone else was doing in that movie. Everyone else just like was like, "Okay, I'm gonna play this person real," or like at least the main characters. Like I think like the King was good, Luna was good, Nyx was good, but like Libertus, who's also like a main character, is just like not very good.
I think the girl Crow also kind of like. Messed me up, and I think it's not even her voice
actor.
I don't think it was her voice. I think it was her animation and her voice.
Dude,
I think really match up.
Maybe you're right, but like, speaking of animation, like, she looks so real Like, that's insane. Like,
a lot of them looked really, like, pretty real.
But I feel like she's like the most like specifically like realistic looking person in that movie, and I was just like, holy cow! Like, this is really good. Like, CGI rules right now.
Yeah, it looked like for a second I completely forgot that it was like an CGI for a minute, and I saw like just so it looked just so real, man.
Yeah, it looks really cool. She's all right, so I mean, I guess we're gonna spoil this movie, right?
No, we're pretty much spoiling it. So, like, guys, if you really care about Kingsglave, we're probably gonna talk about it for like a few minutes. So.
And you know what? If you want to play Final Fantasy 15 and you haven't watched Kingsglave, maybe, and you don't want to watch Kingsglave, but you've listened to this podcast, maybe we'll talk about Kingsglave, so you won't have to worry about the Kingsglave story before playing the game. Although. Not watching it might be even more confusing because there's a lot of like words and stuff. Okay.
Yeah. Let's put a quick synopsis.
All right.
Not even a synopsis on Kingsglave. Kingsglave is a not an anime. It's a movie that Square Enix released, Square for Final Fantasy 15. It's like a prequel prequel to playing Final Fantasy 15. It's not. I don't think it's 100% crucial, but like what June said,
I think it's like important.
Yeah, there's like something. Yeah, there's some things in the game that like you won't understand unless you like watch it. So
or like it'll mean way less. Like a key character like dies in Kingsglaive, and like the way you learn about it in Final Fantasy 15 is like off screen, like very much like you just hear about it, like you don't see it happen. So
yeah.
Pretty important.
Yeah, that's pretty much what Kingsglaive is for those who don't even know about Final Fantasy 15. But anyways,
so Kingsglaive is about so like the setting is there's a country called Lucius who's at war with a country called Niflheim.
Yep.
And Niflheim's like invading into like
Insomnia.
Well, no, into like Lucius, the kingdom, and then there's like and so like the first thing we see is like a battle between the Imperials and the Lucius Kingsglaive, which are this group of soldiers that have like this ability to warp and like magic. And they get that magic from the king. Like, the king shares his... Wow, when I'm saying this out loud, it's, like, so dumb. But anyway, it's fine. It's cool.
That's pretty much what happened.
It looks pretty, so, like, it, like, sells
it does look pretty good.
But so he... So, like, the main character is Nyx, and he's a refugee, I guess, right? He's, like, from a different country.
He's like there's
a different city.
I think it's like outside the walls.
Or
like the rich area of Insomnia, what they're protecting.
There's so much to go into now that I think about it. Like there's the whole invisible wall. Like...
Let's kind of just like do like 5 minutes for like each of those things. I guess.
Okay. So there's.
I'll try to help like alleviate to switch.
So like they're like losing the war. Lucius is This is the beginning, right? Yeah, it's like the first scene, and then there's like these demons which are like these like natural monsters that exist in the world, and the Imperials are using these demons to like get further like ground on on Lucius.
Take territory.
Yeah, and so like they're losing the war, and at some point, like, so the story mainly follows like these soldiers, the Kingsglaive, mostly Nyx, but in the background, what's happening is then Niflheim offers like terms, like peace terms to Lucius, in which that they won't take they'll take all the cities on the outside, but they won't take Insomnia, which is the crown city of Lucius.
Yeah.
Right? That's like the terms that they offer. And also they have the Oracle, which is she's supposed to be helping the king, but like they like have her hostage, and like part of the terms is she's gonna marry the prince who's gonna be the next king, Noctis, who's not in the movie. He's the main character of Final Fantasy 15, but he's not. They explained that he you learn later what happened. So anyway,
just real quick too. Sorry to interrupt. The entire time that I watched, I was like waiting so long for Noctis to come in. It was like only 30 minutes in. I was like, oh wait, you know what? This is probably not even about Noctis at this point.
Yeah, he's not in it. I don't think he's in it at all, is he?
No, he's not. You don't see anything of him. You hear his name like 2 or 3 times.
Oh, you see him as a kid. You see him as a little boy.
Oh yeah, well yeah, you see him as a kid.
There's that flashback. Oh, we should talk about that flashback. Wait, what happened? So Luna's mom dies. Yeah, in the flashback, the Nifs, as they so call them, they found where they were at. Like there was a couple of them. It's Tenebrae, right? The city that Luna lives in. Yeah. They're in Tenebrae,
and pretty much
it's
Luna,
like the
Freya,
king, and the prince.
It was like the king, the prince, Luna Freya, which is.
I
guess she's the Oracle. I think she's the like princess of Tenebrae, right, or something like that. Or
I don't think the Tenebrae is like a city.
Yeah,
like Insomnia is a city. Like the country is Lucius, so I think like there's only like one king. I don't think she's a princess. Maybe she is. Okay, and then she's the Oracle.
She's she's like from some sort of royalty, I think too.
Yeah, I think she's like important for sure.
Yeah.
Like she's exactly. Yeah.
And.
They're young. They're like...
What were they? I can't remember what they were doing. Yeah, they're really young.
This is like when they're children.
Noctis was in a wheelchair.
Yeah, he is in a wheelchair. Which, side tangent, I beat the game. I don't know why he's in that wheelchair. Like, I still don't know. Yeah, maybe I missed something.
They kind of said something in the beginning where they're going to try to cure him for that wheelchair or something.
Oh, you know what? It might be. Because this game, this story, game and movie, does this thing where they like, a lot of it's like maybe too subtle. Like, I don't mean it's smart. I just mean like, they're just like, they don't explain things. Yeah. And like, I think, you know how Luna Freya heals people afflicted with some sort of sickness that they don't really go into too much?
I think. I can't remember.
Well, she does. And, like, I think maybe she was there to heal him. Maybe that's why Noctis was there.
Actually, but it's weird, though, because they got separated, and then he's healed, and he...
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, the Imperials invade Tenebrae, and Noctis and his dad and Luna and her mom and her brother.
Which, honestly, that whole thing, the brother story, didn't matter at all, really.
Oh, he's in the game. Like, he's in the game. Oh. Ravis. Yeah, so he's like, they're setting him up in the movie. Like, he doesn't die at the end of the movie. Like, it seems like he might have. Okay. Yeah. But, anyway, so they're there, and,
we're also going to spoil 15 for you.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just like the beginning.
Anything kind of connects, really.
Yeah, anything that connects to Kingsglave directly early. Not like you see Ravis early. You don't see him like... I'm not going to explain everything about Ravis, or how his story turns out. But so they get attacked, and then Luna's mom jumps in front of Luna.
Not
or
Luna.
Ravis?
Ravis, yeah.
Yeah, Ravis, sorry. And takes a sword blow and dies.
Yeah.
And which is interesting because did you notice that she's survived fire? Like someone like shoots fire at her and she blocks the fire, but then she gets stabbed by a sword, which is like...
Well, what was interesting for me was that, like, she was stabbed, and then the sword was literally right in front of Revis. But the distance between Revis and the mother was so far. And also the sword didn't look like it would reach that far.
Yeah, that's a very big sword.
I mean, but that's just... that is just me being, like, a pricky
I think that they went for drama. and they threw away logic in that shot.
Or like that, it's logic and like consistency, right?
That's exactly. So that's basically the flashback, like the king and Luna and no consistencies, right? Yeah,
I think no, but it's
continuity. Is that the word?
Continuity is the word I'm looking for. Yes,
consistency works.
Yeah, I like continuity though.
But so the king, Noctis and Lunafreya get away, and Regis is kind of left behind, right? Yeah. And time passes, and Regis.
Well, Lunafreya also didn't Ravis.
Oh yeah, Lunafreya leaves.
Lunafreya just chooses to stay. I guess not even to distract them.
Well, she doesn't want to leave her brother, maybe.
Yeah, I think that was the idea. Like, he wanted to stay with his brother.
And then, so like 10 years pass, I think, and they're like adults, or maybe more than 10 years. But anyway, like a lot of time passed. Is it 12 years?
I think it was 12 years. Yeah.
So they're adults, and they like you don't see Noctis anymore until Final Fantasy 15, but you do see Lunafreya, and so what happens is she and Ravis are, in like they're Niflheim people now, kind of. Lunafreya is not; she's more like a hostage, but like Ravis is like for sure an Imperial.
Yeah, he definitely joined the Imperial.
Yeah, and then so there's a bad king guy, Emperor something.
I can't remember that.
Aurelius. Something like that, right?
Something like that, yeah.
The guy, the guy with the beard, the evil looking bad guy.
I'm trying to the white hair with white hair.
Yeah. He's like the king of.
I'm trying to quickly read through this wiki page real quick.
Well, that's fine. Well, anyway, whatever. Okay, so these are the big bad guys in the movie. There's him. Yeah. There's Arden, who is this dude with a hat, who's like this mysterious guy.
Yeah, he was the chancellor.
He's the chancellor of Niflheim. And then there is Ravis. Those are the big bad guys that you know of, like early on. And there's a masked man that you also know of named General something. What's his name? General something?
General... it started with a G too. Like General Galuda.
Galuda?
No. Galusa. General Galusa.
Galuka, I think.
Galuka.
Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah.
No, Galuka. No, it's
Galuka. It is Galuka. Yeah. So Galuka.
Also, it's Emperor. Erdiolas. Yeah, what's that?
Erdolus. I'm assuming.
Altercept.
Let's call him Erdolus. Let's call him the Emperor.
Yeah, Emperor.
Okay, Emperor and General, and those are the bad guys. Emperor, General, and Ravis, and then the good guys are Nyx,
Libertas, kind of Crow.
Sort of, yeah, Crow. These are the Kingsglave, and then there is also the king and his people, which we see the king a lot. We don't really see too much of his people that much, but and then Lunafreya.
Yeah, and just to quickly again like summarize what the Kingsglave are, they just have these powers that are borrowed from the king, and they can't use these. I don't know if it's special weapons or just weapons in general, but they could throw their weapons. And
I think it's any weapon. I think it's the powers with them. Yeah.
Okay, well, they could throw a weapon and they could teleport to it and, just continue on from there. And they also have some other stuff, too. Like, they could turn invisible and use, like, magic, fire, lightning.
Wait, they can turn invisible?
Yeah. Yeah, that was, like, in the beginning.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Remember when they were fighting in the beginning and then Libertas was, like, behind a wall. He was, like, really panting and everything. And then he turned invisible.
He wasn't warping?
No, he wasn't.
Wait, okay, that's weird because that's not really like used a lot throughout
in the game. No,
or the movie, is it?
Or the game or the movie? Oh, in the movie, no. It only happened like 2, maybe 3 times, but definitely 2 times.
Because there are certain sections of that movie and that game where invisibility would be very
good.
Yeah, something to use.
Yeah, no, there was invisibility. I remember I saw it, and like I don't know why they stopped, but
oh my god,
maybe it's like a one-time thing.
No, that's so funny. Yeah, that's insane. But so yeah, and then so they're gonna come into Insomnia, the royal procession or the imperial like royalty, and they're gonna like sign this peace treaty, which is like, it's shitty for Lucis, but like the king's gonna sign it. Right?
Also, yeah, they were gonna sign it to make peace because they want to end this damn war is what the main thing was.
Yeah, the war has been going on for like 10 plus years.
Just real quickly, we're gonna come right back like in 2 seconds. In the flashback, the king Regis, he has this crystal that he activated in order to protect Insomnia, to like stop the Imperials from invading Insomnia.
No, it's for the demons.
The demons. Well, I think it was the demons and Insomnia because they were trying.
Or no. It was, you mean the demons and the Imperials?
Yes.
Yeah, but I you said and Insomnia.
Oh, I meant to say Imperials. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think yeah, maybe, but I think like that crystal is important also just because like there are demons in this world that like just show up at night and just like are terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that city doesn't have any demons because of that barrier.
Okay. I thought it was just light to keep them away. Okay.
Yeah, I think they don't like light demons. Okay. So they do stay away.
But the main thing, a reason why they want to invade too, is because they were trying to get this crystal. So I just wanted to mention that there's a crystal that is a barrier, I guess, for demons. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's like Insomnia's defense. Insomnia has this great defense, like against Imperials and everything. So like, they can't invade without it, or with it there. And then so meanwhile, while this is going on, the princess is like supposed to come into the city.
Yeah.
And or not the princess, sorry, the oracle. And
you gotta feed your dog, man.
It's not my dog. That's my neighbor's dog. Sorry if there's barking. That's not my dog.
Yeah, sorry everybody.
That's some neighborhood dog that's barking.
I think we do gotta mention it because there are some people that have dogs and be like, "Where the fuck is my dog barking?" It's like, oh
yeah. Oh my gosh.
We should.
I just realized that dog's not gonna stop. Probably.
It's okay. Well, there's honestly no way for me to edit it, especially if you talk at the same time.
There's no way. It doesn't matter. I guess. Sorry. Deal with it. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah. It's not his dog. He can't.
Yeah. It's very far from me. It's like 3 yards over. Anyway.
He stops after a while. It's okay.
There he goes again. I can close my window.
That's up to you, man.
Yeah, here, vamp for a second. I'm gonna close that window.
Yeah, well, in Final Fantasy 15, what he was gonna say after I think we were at I forgot, honestly. It was with the whole crystal thing. The Imperials wanted to go and get the crystal. Is one of the other things besides taking the territory of Insomnia, and I can't remember what the crystal really entailed. For the Imperials to have it, but it was pretty important that they grabbed it.
Well, yeah, I think you find out more about that in the game.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to say too much about it because I haven't found anything about a crystal in the game. Also, just to throw some more information out there, I kind of just started like Final Fantasy 15, not a week ago, like 5 days ago. And I'm barely on chapter 3, so.
Okay.
And I haven't heard anything.
I stayed in chapter 3 and 4 a lot, like, because, like, around chapter, I don't know what it is, chapter, like, 6, 7, somewhere around there, like, you leave the open world, like, and, like, you don't come back. Like, you can go back, but, like, story-wise, you don't go back. You know what I mean? So, like. Yeah. So yeah, if you want to do stuff like and not feel like you're being pushed forward, I say stay in that chapter for a little while. So the Chancellor like shows up to like the royal room, Remember?
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey, like, I'm here. This is what we're doing. We're gonna do this peace talk." And then and Noctis and Luna have to get married. And then so Regis is like, all right with it, I guess, but like no one else is. And then Crow is sent by so in the Kingsglave there are people who are like, fuck this treaty. Like this treaty sucks. Like,
which is pretty much everyone that's outside of like the royal wall.
Yeah, like Libertas really doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people besides Crow and Nyx pretty much cared a lot about the treaty going through.
So Crow's gonna like they send Crow to like pick up Luna Freya, right? Mm-hmm. And then
I think we should explain who these people are, because I think we just said names but we don't know.
We explained them earlier. Okay, Crow is a woman. So. Yeah, she's the only woman in the Kingsglaive that we see. She's like best friends with Nox and
Libertas.
Libertas, yeah.
I think she's I don't know if it matters, but I think she's like some sort of mage, because she doesn't really do combat too much, does she? Like she's
it shows her like casting spells in the beginning, but I don't think it really matters, just because like they all have the same thing, but she probably just specializes in that or something. I mean, like she dies like now, like she does. She dies like off screen, and like she gets like killed instead of, she doesn't get to the princess, the Oracle, and I'll call her Oracle. And then so they don't know how she died, but they find her body, and then it really bums out Nyx and Libertas, and Libertas like is like over it. He's like, I'm leaving Kingsglaive. Like, yeah. And so he bails, and then Nyx is
Libertas is pretty much like, well, Nyx first of all is they're all like outside the like royal wall, and then Nyx is probably like the best of the Kingsglaive, because he really honed down the powers of the king.
He's the hero. They always call him hero.
Yeah, he's very well experienced.
He's not like the leader, because there is a leader. There's this captain of the Kingsglaive, but he's like the best out of the soldiers. Yeah, and so like anyway, they're having this like party about the peace treaty, and like Nyx is like there as bodyguard. And he talks to Luna Freya, I think, and he gives her the head, the what do you call it? What is it? Like
the
hair clip. Yeah, hairpin.
Hairpin.
For that Crow is gonna give to Luna. He gives that to her, and it's gonna like, I don't know. There's like some significance. Didn't it have a tracking device in it or something?
Yeah, it did have a tracking device on it.
Okay. That happens, and then they find out about like there's an army. Niflheim has an army outside of Insomnia, right? And doesn't.
Why did they kill her?
Crow?
Yeah, because Niflheim eventually end up using that tracking device to find Luna Freya, but they were sent to kill her. I don't know.
And why did they kill Crow? I don't know why they killed Crow.
Because why didn't they just let her go through and put the give the hair clip to her? Then they have the tracking device.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you're right. Because of the twist later, that makes no sense. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah. No. Okay. Because there is a twist later, which kind of makes a plot hole happen. Now that I think about it,
I think the only thing I could think of is that, you know, Final Fantasy 15 is doing this thing where they don't explain some things, right?
Yeah, maybe it's like to divert attention away from there being like a traitor.
I think it's more they probably killed her and put the tracking. There was no tracking device on it at all, and they killed her, then put the tracking device on her.
On the hairpin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be it. Or what's his name? The captain. Remember when the captain gives Nyx the stuff,
personal belongings.
Yeah, personal belongings. That's where he finds the thing. Maybe like at some point one of the people. Yeah. Anyway, that's what happens, and then there's so yeah, like then there's like a battle like during the treaty.
Yep.
And
yeah, the treaty goes wrong because they're
trying to rescue Luna Freya.
Yeah, King Regis finds out that Luna Freya has been taken. And also at the same time the Emperor knows that they're trying to go save Luna Freya. So they're pretty much falling right into their hands.
Yeah, and, like Niflheim puts a place to trap. And then so while Nyx and the Kingsglave are like rescuing Luna Freya, there's a battle happening between the Emperor and the King at the peace treaty, and then like while Nyx is saving Luna Freya, it's a really cool scene. I like that whole like when they take over like the airplane or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, there's a lot of cool like action there. The action in this film is really cool. Yeah. But then they get back to Insomnia. They like crash the Imperial thing back there. It turns out a lot of the Kingsglave are traitors, right?
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. It's so stupid.
They're like trying to kill Nyx and Luna, which yeah, that doesn't seem right. But anyway,
yeah, they're definitely probably pissed, to be honest. Like I could kind of understand like the rebellious.
There's at the same time there's a resistance group in the city of Insomnia.
Oh, yeah.
Which Libertas joins.
I feel like they don't do shit. Like they're just like
protesters, right?
I think that's it. They don't plan anything. They don't actually do anything.
But no. But what is it? Something happens. Libertas gives them some information, which makes something horrible happen. What happened? What was that horrible thing?
I think one of them dies, right? And then he gives them the
and he's like, "Oh, you're the hero that saved it because you did this." Oh, did they take the wall down or something?
You know what? I think I know, because Libertas did go over to them and said, like, what information do you need about, the royal wall or whatever. So I think they were actually a part of the Imperials.
Yeah, or they were working with Imperials. Yeah.
Yeah, and they pretty much leaked or gave or leaked information about like their weaknesses or their like whatever.
Right.
To the Imperials. So that's probably why he's a hero, because he gave that information out.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the reason why. I guess, okay, so they're kind of important, I guess. They're not like protesters.
Well, and then, so while that's happening, Nyx and Luna get to the king, but then the General Glauca shows up again, and then is fighting the king and Nyx and Luna, and he cuts off like his hand, doesn't he? Cut off like Regis's hand or finger or whatever.
No, that's his hand.
Yeah, he cuts his hand off, and like, but like Regis gives the ring to Luna, and gets it.
Wait.
Regis.
Oh, the boy.
The king.
Wait. Oh.
The king gives the ring to Luna, right?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh no! Ravis tries to put it on. It like burns him.
Yes. That's
burns his arm off.
Both ours. Yeah.
Yeah, and like burns his arm off, and then Regis gets the ring to Luna, and then like puts up a wall so Luna and Nyx can get away from Glauca.
Yes. Yeah.
And then so while they're trying to get away, the bad guys like get away. It's just Glauca. And he's chasing Nyx and Luna. The magic's gone now. Nyx doesn't have powers anymore because Regis died.
He tried throwing his dagger over because they're driving a car at this point, and the Imperials are on like an airship while they're on a freeway, and the Imperials are shooting at them. So Nyx tries to throw his dagger out, and he tried to teleport. Can't teleport.
And then
shame.
And Luna's pretty cool in this movie. I think she's like, she's driving the car. She's very like, like
she's very not daredevil-y, but she said in the movie, she's not afraid of death. But I don't know. She feels kind of plain. She feels a little bit plain.
You don't like her?
I mean, like this whole animation. I like the animations. The animations are great. Voice actors, they're okay. They're pretty All right. Also, by the way, when I found out that Nyx was Aaron Paul, I couldn't stop thinking of his face now.
Oh, well, you want me to blow your mind further?
Yeah.
Regis is Sean Bean. He's Ned Stark. And Luna is Cersei.
Yeah. Oh, she's a queen, dude.
Yeah.
Well, because she's got to get married. Stupid. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I know. And it's weird because Luna Freya is pretty much a queen and Regis is a king.
But also, like, Luna Freya is, like, way younger than Cersei, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Most definitely.
Anyway,
yeah. Either way, like, same thing.
But it worked. I liked her. Yeah, I thought she was a good voice for her. But so they're trying to get away, and then they kind of run out of room, or they kill the bad guy. They kill some of the bad guys, the traitors, and then they're like kind of trapped, and like then the captain, Nyx's captain shows up, and he's like, "Oh, cool, Nyx's captain showed up."
Thank goodness, he's finally doing something nice.
Yeah, but then Libertas shows up in a car and runs the captain over, and you're like, "Wait, what happened?" And it turns out
weird.
The captain is Glauca.
Yeah. Well, how did he know though? I thought he just did that because he was just. I thought he just did that because he was just pissed off at him.
Yeah, I have no idea how he knew. Like, I was like thinking about that. Like, I thought about that after the movie. I was like, where did Libertas find that? Like, did he find that out through the resistance?
Microphone. I'm hoping he did, but he probably would have said something to Nyx at least, because even though he left Kingsglave, I'm pretty sure his brotherly love to Nyx is still there.
Yeah,
and if he's gonna be in danger, he'll probably tell him. But I don't think he knew. Yeah. I think he knew maybe when he had the not microphone. Whatever the fuck it's called, the walkie-talkie.
You also find out that one of the Kingsglave guys is the one who killed Crow, and then that guy dies because he puts on the ring, right?
Yes.
Marie's like trying to kill Luna Freya. And
that's the dude with red hair, right? He's
just like a maroon jerk. He's not really a big deal, but he dies.
He is a prick.
And then so the big bad guy is the captain, who's Glauca, and then him and Nyx are fighting, and Nyx is gonna lose, but then he's like, I'm gonna put the ring on.
Oh, I don't think we explained what the ring did.
It kills you. Yeah, if you put on the ring, if you're not part of the royal, yeah, exactly. If you're not worthy,
and definitely don't have royal blood is the thing. You won't, the kings will deny you, and they will start burning you, and apparently either kill you or not kill you. Nyx ends up fighting Glauca. But he puts on the ring, and then when you put on the ring, time stops for him. And then this whole scene where the kings come up.
Yeah, they're the former kings of Lucis.
Yeah, and they talk about they discuss and ask, or pretty much
it's the 12 kings and Regis.
Yeah, Regis is the newest, the young king,
because he died. He just died.
Yeah, he just died. And they all decide whether or not to give him the power. Since he's not of royal blood, he only had the power up until sunset.
Sunrise.
That's both the same shit, actually, what I just said. Sunrise, sunset, and sundown. Stupid. Anyways,
but he's gonna die. Nyx is gonna die after after the sun comes up. And
that's the cost of not being royal.
Well, he's like it's fine. I don't care. I need it just to save the city. And then
this whole thing too, by the way, his sister and I don't know, someone in his family died. I think it was his daughter and his wife or something, and that's why he joined the Kingsglave. Yeah, I remember sister or something.
Yeah, I think it is his sister. Yeah,
he doesn't have any family at this point, pretty much. So he doesn't really care about living or dying at all.
He doesn't really respect the kings that much either.
Yeah,
when he laughs at them, he's like, "You guys are terrible kings." And then so anyway, he gets the power of the Kingsglave back, or the king's power for this limited time, and then he's fighting Glauca in the city, and this is pretty cool. I really like this part because Glauca cool. brings demons, right? And then Nyx is summoning statues to life, these giant statues of the kings, And so they're having this huge fight in Insomnia, and it's like tearing the city apart.
Yeah.
And then like Nyx wins. He kills Glauca.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, then he dies.
Well, I mean,
the sun rises.
He's gonna die, but he does beat him. And then and then Luna's going to go meet with Noctis.
Yeah.
And like Libertas is taking her like there, and then they part ways.
Yeah, I think the thing that was sad was that scene where Libertas and Lunafreya were both parting ways, because Libertas when Nyx and Glauca were both fighting or whatever, Libertas ended up taking responsibility to take Lunafreya outside of the city.
Right.
And obviously at the end, sun rises. We all know what happened.
Yeah,
Libertas doesn't. Lunafreya says, "I hope to see you. This is where we part ways. I hope to see you and Nyx at when I come back or whatever." And then Libertas was saying, "Yeah, we'll be waiting."
Okay.
I thought it was pretty sad because
yeah,
he doesn't know his friend's dead.
So that's how the movie ends. But did you stick around after the credits? Because I didn't, and apparently there's a scene. Yeah.
No way.
Okay.
I'm about to look that up right now.
I'm reading it. I'm gonna read it. Okay.
Okay.
In the post-credit scene, Noctis and his companions are en route to Altissia when their car breaks down, leading to the opening scene of Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, I saw that actually. Yes,
I didn't see that. Yeah,
I thought that was really cool because I was like, "There's got to be something in here that connects it, like a transition."
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because
I saw that.
I love the opening of 15 where the car's broken down.
Yeah, I saw. I totally forgot about that, which is stupid because that was the beginning of the scene.
Yeah, but I mean, well, that's the movie in a nutshell. Like
Yeah.
we tried our best to like make it simple, but it's not a very simple. It's funny. It's a simple story, but like because of like
here's
the names and the like ideas.
Yeah, here's the really simple story. Here it is right now. Kingsglave, powerful soldiers. They're protecting a city. Princess comes in, or yeah, I'm gonna say princess. Oracle comes in, or hostage. Gets hostage again. Kingsglaive goes after him. King dies. Kingsglaive loses her abilities. Princess is almost getting rescued. Main character dies. Also, Crystal's taken.
Oh yeah, we forgot to mention that the crystal's taken.
Yeah, I mean the whole invasion thing, and the king dying, the crystal's taken.
And the city's like invaded. The city's just like falls.
Yeah, it's literally in ruins now at this point.
Like they lose. Like so, all the good guys lose.
Yeah.
Most of the bad guys get away. Like the main bad guy, I guess, loses, but like, or the one of the story, Glauca, he loses, but like, whatever. Yeah. He's not like that's not gonna like hurt them that much that he lost.
Yeah.
And then
I think the main thing is protecting Lunafreya. It's not getting Lunafreya married, because that's more.
That's like 15. And that's what the Imperials want, or do they want that? I don't know. Why do they want that? I get why like the main people. I know why like Noctis and Luna like they like each other.
Yeah.
So they want to get married.
Yeah.
But why
the fuck does Imperials want to?
I mean, like, and I like beat
you finished the game, and that kind of concerns me.
I know why some people want that. I know why some people in the Empire want that, but I don't know why.
The Imperials do.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Maybe it was just
the Emperor wants that.
like in the movie. I think that was just to get them in or something, to get them gathered to the peace treaty.
Maybe I think Noctis and Luna were supposed to get married this whole time. I think they were supposed to, this is like my take on it. I don't have hard evidence or anything, but like what I got from it is that Noctis and Luna were supposed to get married since like they were young, you know, like it was like an arranged marriage or whatever, right? Yeah. And luckily it's like a good match, like they like each other. And what is it? you know how the Imperials are like, we're gonna take everything except Insomnia, and then the war will end. I think it's like icing on the cake. Okay, you can still have your marriage between the prince and the oracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like that's what I got from it. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
I think they also wanted to bait out Noctis too, to end the powerful line of kings, because I mean they have the King Regis or Lord, King Regis and Noctis's powers are pretty OP.
Yeah,
they pretty much have those abilities.
Lucis Calum family.
Yeah. And I think ultimately they want to destroy them, so that way there's no opposing powers that can go through them or whatever.
Okay, so Kingsglave is weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
And I liked the visuals, and I liked the like story, I guess.
Yeah, the story is a little iffy.
No, I like it though. Like it's
iffy for me.
Okay, this is the thing. I like the story. I don't like the like. I think the film's got weird editing. I think it's got weird pacing. And both the game and the movie have problems with this really bugs me too, but there's like really prominent product placement.
Oh God!
And that I don't realize how much I never thought that would really bug me, but that really bugged me in both the game and the movie.
I feel like it's like subconscious thing too. Like you're probably because you pay a lot, I think we pay attention to video games when we play video games or movies and stuff.
Yeah.
But someone that hasn't, they're probably just being like, have like a not subconscious. What are those called? Subliminal message to like buy.
Yeah, but it's like not even. It's not subtle. It's just like
it's like really out there.
Yeah, like the Captain Glauca. He shows up like before he's like before you realize he's the traitor. He like shows up as like in a car. And it's this like really nice Audi, and he's like, and like they spent like a second talking about it. Like Nyx is like, oh, this is a beautiful car. He's like, this is what you get for the royalty, or I don't know. It's like
no, he said it's he said I borrowed it from whatever his face is. What the hell? Noctis.
Yeah, it's a prince's car.
Yeah, it's one of his cars.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a prince. Noctis, that's interesting. I do like that that you get Nyx in this story, who's not a prince. He's more of he's like an immigrant. He's like, he's a soldier. He's like, I think he's more relatable than Noctis. Noctis is like literally royalty, you know, so it's a little harder to generally you get a
connect with them. Yeah,
right? you get a whole 100-hour game to relate to Noctis, whereas you get a 2-hour movie to relate to Nyx. So I think it's good that they gave him a more grounded backstory,
Yeah.
I like it. All right. It's weirdly edited. There's scenes that aren't scenes that happen in it. It's very pretty, but it's and it's important to the story of Final Fantasy 15. The king dies. Insomnia falls. That's a huge plot point that you need to witness, and you don't see it in the game. You see a cutscene that's very chopped together. You know which part I'm talking about? When to start chapter 3, when you get to Altissia and they're oh wait, this horrible stuff happened, and you just see flashes of demons and Insomnia, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's oh, okay, cool. That's all you're showing me. I'm glad I watched the movie, or else that wouldn't make any sense.
I think there are some things though, there's some terms that they say in Kingsglave that's pretty important in 15.
Mm-hmm. They emphasize
it's
how
a
important.
Few words though.
Well, okay, here's the thing. I wouldn't have known how important some of these things. I mean, I'm sure I would have, but they really stress the importance of the ring and the crystal, and the power of the kings. Like I wouldn't know what those things would do, but like because of the movie showing you what it does, like I like understand it in the game more, like why it's important.
Yeah.
But it's like a very C plus movie. It's very like
I didn't think it was like crazy good, but it wasn't
beautiful,
very bad
for sure. I think it's like one of the prettiest CG movies I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
Characters are really I think it's absolutely worth watching.
Yeah, definly.
And it's fun,
especially if you're gonna play 15. Like I think
it's a fun movie.
That ending scene, like at the after credits and stuff, that gave me like chills, I guess.
Really, I didn't even see it. See, that's the thing. Like the car's breaking down.
Yeah, cause I didn't know how the game. This is before I started, so I was like, oh shit, okay. And then I was like, I saw Noctis, Gaudio, and Ignis and Prompto, and I was like, oh shit, hell yeah, it's the boys.
Are they? Wait, so did you start the game before you watched the movie, or did you do the movie first?
I did the movie first.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So like, I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I really... in my mind, I was like, oh, shit, hell yeah, this is going to be the end. This is going to be the beginning of the game. And then that's when the chills started going through my spine.
Okay, you want to start talking about the game a little bit?
Yeah, we got a few minutes. Let's...
I can talk about the beginning of the game.
Yeah, we'll talk about... Let's talk about, like, how we feel about the game, like gameplay-wise and all that stuff. Because I don't think we've gotten into... No, we kind of have. But I haven't gotten to say anything about it.
About which one?
Final Fantasy 15.
Oh yeah, because you hadn't played it yet, right?
Yeah. I just like.
I want to hear your perspective. What do you think of this game?
I like in the beginning, I was a little like, fuck, how do I do all this stuff? And then I went through the tutorial. I still didn't know. I knew I kind of understood how to do things. The teleporting thing I was still trying to get used to. Also, like trying to figure out how to get like. Double damage and stuff, doing like blind sides or warp strikes. I barely understood that you have to teleport far away to do more damage, which I understand now.
No, it makes sense,
but
I guess.
I'm really utilizing at this point after chapter 3, after 2. Sorry, I found that it's a bit easier to play it now because I understand the combat and stuff more.
Yeah.
And I'm messing around with some of the skill trees. I'm not dying as much now, so that's pretty cool. I like the way the skill tree is. The learning curve isn't as bad either. The point is the learning curve isn't that bad. And I think I come from an MMO perspective, so farming for stuff is pretty much nature for me.
What are you farming? I didn't really have to farm too much in that game.
Well, right now, because like I just found we talked about it when we were on PS4, but I found a what's it called?
Oh, the recipe.
I found a recipe. Toad. Yeah, the giant toad steak or something.
Right.
Which is weird because I don't think they're steak, but I found that and I was like, hell yeah, this shit gives me so much health.
Yeah,
HP
it's a pretty good like cheap or like what is it like? It's easy to find the ingredients for that.
Yeah,
and it's pretty.
It's
good.
Really just like the toad, and then I kind of just buy the second ingredient.
Okay, where do you buy? Like, I've played this game way longer than you. Yeah. I've never bought ingredients.
Dude,
it's in
it's at the shop. It's in like the shops.
No, I know where it is. It's in Lestalem, isn't it? That one marketplace.
I literally just got there, so you're lucky I got there.
Okay. Well,
I mean, I got it. No, I got it at the gas station. The first gas station you go to with Sid. Yeah. It was in there, and then I just go to ingredients.
I totally forgot about that.
It's either there or it's at the Oasis or the beach place. I forgot what it's called.
Oh, that place is called Golden Key.
Yeah, Golden Key. That's where I got that. I definitely got it from there. Like the peppers. That's mainly what I'm getting.
But you're not shopping for those, right? You're picking them off the ground.
I shop for them.
You're shopping for them.
I don't. I kind of knew where they were. I know I could look it up on the map, but I'm like,
there's a hunt in on the west side of the map over by where is it? It's like this rest stop area, like one of the outposts. I think it's called Talpor. Maybe I'm wrong. It's got a restaurant, but it's not like one of the Kenny Crow's places. It's like a outdoor, like stand, like a food stand. Yeah. And you get hunts for wyverns, and apparently it's really good to like farm wyverns and sell their wings, because apparently that's like a good way to make money in the game. Is selling wyvern wings. I haven't done that myself. I don't need to
though, or
I don't know how hard I don't think it's like super hard, but it might not be super easy either. You might need to level.
I hope it isn't, because if you're gonna get a lot of money, it has to be.
Well, I don't think the hunt itself gives you that much money, but if you like those wings, like I guess if you sell those
wings. Yeah, those wings.
Yeah. I found out like I'm pretty good on money. Like I have like
yeah,
like 600,000 right now. Like, and I've never farmed for money. I've only done farming once in the whole game, and that was because I really wanted the skill for Ignis or whatever. And I didn't have enough AP, and if you kill enemies with warp strikes, you get AP.
Yeah. And
so I sat there warp striking like level 1 saber cats or whatever, like saber tusks right next to Hammerhead. I was just warp striking them over and over again, and then whistling the summon enemy whistle.
Man,
oh my gosh. But it's I mean, you like the game?
I like the game, yeah. Yeah, the game is really cool. I like it. I wasn't like bored of it like when I started playing it. I did play a lot, and then I was really tired. At some point I was like, fuck, I can't do this right now. But I don't know. Right now I'm really enjoying it. Like I want to hop back on right now.
Yeah. Oh, I'm in the middle of it. Okay, this is what when we started this podcast, remember how I kind of opened up with like, Jesus, man, like I am really having a day right now.
Yeah.
So I'm doing post game content. There's a lot of cool post game dungeons
which I'm glad. I'm glad there's post game stuff.
Yeah, it's really fun. And it's like, you just like max, it's like stuff to tackle after you max out your character. A lot of it, like there's like level 99 enemies that pop up in the world, and like stuff like that, like, or level 100 something enemies a lot. You only get to 99. You max out at 99, but so I'm in this level 99 dungeon where most of the enemies are like in their 90s. Yeah. And so the thing about this dungeon is that it's so the way these expert dungeons work is the first dungeon you went through, how there was that locked door at the end of it that you couldn't go through?
Yes.
Don't worry about those. You don't get to unlock those until you're done with the whole, until you're done with the story and you've gone through every dungeon.
Okay, no, then. Actually, I don't remember. I just remember the locked door, and then I unlocked it because it was part of the main.
It's not like a normal door. It's like this huge vault door.
Okay.
They're in all the dungeons. They're in like most of the dungeons, I think. Okay. And anyway, they're behind them are like these expert post game dungeons, and they're all tough, and like they all have like different levels of floors, and like they have a cool treasure at the bottom, and the one I did yesterday took me I think 3 hours. I was just I was just on party chat talking with people doing this dungeon for so long. Maybe not 3 hours, but it was so long. It had 99 floors.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
And I didn't realize that had 99 floors. It went by. It was fun to go through. But anyway, I did that one, and this one has 60 floors, okay? Mm-hmm. But so there's every 10 floors there's a campfire, right?
Yeah.
But this specific and you can't save manually in these dungeons. You can only auto save at campfires.
Oh. Yeah. Damn, yeah, I was curious about that, cuz if you need to fucking go.
Yeah. No, you can auto save at campfires. But this specific dungeon you can't use items.
Okay.
So no Phoenix Downs, no elixirs.
Oh,
so like I'm at like
you use spells, right?
you can use spells to heal, but that only can that like your crew might not heal themselves. You know what I mean? Like because you can give them a spell to heal, and they might use it, but it's like you can't be like, hey, use that healing spell I gave you, you know?
Yeah.
And then and so that really sucks because like if one of them die, if like right now, if like if any of them die, I'm fucked, you know, because then like overwhelm isn't strong enough, and like, and I need to use overwhelm for the iframes, and like, so basically, I'm at this one point where I'm stuck, and I need to figure out how to beat these 4 Iron Giants at once. These level 92 Iron Giants. There's 4 of them, and they are kicking my ass because I'm coming in with lower health because I can't like beat the floors above them without getting hurt. And when I get to them, they all start using their gravity pull thing, and they're all using their gravity pull, and just, you know, there's 4 of them. They use gravity pull. We get sucked into the middle of the 4 of them, and they just start swinging their swords. And they just like kill all my guys. I can't revive them in time to not get hit.
Yeah.
And then we all die, and that keeps happening.
This is it's just a never-ending nightmare.
Yeah, and
this is where you're at right now.
That's where I am, and I'm like trying my best to like work up a strategy right now. Like, I've tried different things. You know, I've gotten.
You're at level 99 too. You pretty much have everything unlocked.
Yeah, I don't have all the like skills unlocked. Like I don't like you don't get nearly enough AP to even closely.
I found this is just a quick tangent, real quick. I found that like there's some that I didn't realize, like a teamwork one where like for instance Prompto can shoot in the beginning his first strike, and he adds a tech bar, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
That's awesome.
But you can't like tell him to do that, so sometimes he won't do it.
Yeah, but that eventually he will, and that's pretty cool to me.
Yeah, but I mean, if he doesn't do it early, he doesn't get it, right?
I think he just needs to be there and then begin the fight. But if there's already a fight going on, it's not going to continue on.
I need to.
Or he's not going to do it.
Yeah, I need to go in with my team. I think I'm rushing in ahead too early, and then like my tech bar builds slowly. I don't have time to like, because what I'm trying to do. This is what I do a lot. Like, so I have like the best damaging daggers in the game. So I equip that. I equip some of the what do you call it? King weapons, you know?
Yeah, I have never used those.
I don't use them, but they give you stat boosts.
Yeah, I do see those stat boosts, but
so I equip them on my loadout. I equip 2 of them, and then I equip the healing cast, you know? And then
I haven't used those. I want to try using those.
It's all right. You don't need to normally because you have items, but like because of this dungeon I have to have it. And then so I do that, and I go in there, and then I have Ignis enhance my weapons. Like, and then I use my daggers, usually just cut through everything. But these 4 Iron Giants like are really messing me up. I'm not doing enough damage to put them down. I need to kill like 2 of them fast. You know what I mean? That's what I need. I need to like kill like preferably more of them.
Have you tried possible. I mean, this is probably a conversation after the podcast, but have you tried using like the star gun from I'm pretty sure that's not like the most crucial thing, but it's the star
I tried that
ability that doesn't work.
Yeah, star shell.
It
helps weaken it, but like it's this is what it is. It's like I'm using up a bar of tech to use star shell.
Yeah.
And so like because of that, I don't have enough and it doesn't last forever.
Nah.
The debuff, you know?
Yeah.
So like
lasts for as long as it's up, right?
Yeah, and so like usually like I use star shell, and I don't get like, because I can't wait for 3 bars of tech to fill up before I start using techniques, or else they'll get killed, you know? And I can't use the techniques right away because then I won't like if I use Star Shell, then I don't have Ignis's enhancement. Then like I'm not doing nearly enough damage, so I need to do both, and I need to like keep them alive, and I need it's really hard. It's 4 Iron Giants, and I don't even think this is the hardest part yet.
Yeah,
like it's just like
you need to try to like see about like. I don't know, rushing one down or something, and just keep going with that. I don't know.
That's the thing.
Like,
that's
really hard.
Yeah, I tried that.
I'm not even in there yet. I barely fought my Iron Giant, and I pretty much almost wiped.
I'm like trying to rush one Iron Giant, and like all of a sudden I'll get gravity pulled into like another one, and like even if I'm not getting gravity, if I can get out of it, because I can get out of it, but my fucking bros can't. They just get sucked right in and ripped up, and it's like I can't heal you. You know what I mean?
I guess that's where regroup comes in. But if Ignis gets pulled in, that sucks.
Regroup would be nice, but I don't know if it's like viable. I don't think the amount of healing it does compared to like how the build up for regroup compared to like. I don't know. Maybe
his other abilities. I haven't used his other ones.
I'm thinking about using regroup. Maybe I don't know. I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go.
I don't know. But again, conversation for after the podcast, I guess, or we could talk about here, but we're running on time now at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what do you think by next week you'll have beaten the game, the story at least?
No, I don't think so. With the pace I'm going with, because I am starting to do with. It's weird. I thought I was good just going in at recommended level, which is like 10 right now, and I'm at 20. But like trying to get these places sometimes is like high freaking monsters and things that pop up, and I just like start dying.
I love that. That's really cool. Yeah, because like it makes the world seem alive, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's really cool. Yeah, and it kind of challenges me to like fight them and level up, and so that way I don't have to worry about like a big invasion. And it helps for further advancement to the story too, I guess.
Yeah, I think the story is pretty much like the story stuff is like really easy. Generally, like I think it gets a little tougher towards like there's a chapter. Okay, there's 15 chapters, right? And chapter 13 is this bitch. I don't like that one. That one's tough.
Okay.
But like I don't know like if like leveling for it like would help or anything. It's just like
it's just the person's like thing. Okay.
But there's a lot of good set pieces, I think. It's cool. It's a cool game.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just with the pacing, I don't think I'll be able to finish it. Maybe like 2 weeks, but I gotta only play that kind of.
It's interesting how like little of the main game's story is in that like Lucius open world. Like you know that like Lucius open world that's like the majority of the game, you know, that like with all the hunts and all the like side activities and all that stuff. Yeah, that's like the main game, but the main story only has like I don't know, like half of it takes place there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. The rest of it's like everywhere, is all over the place, you know. So it's like you're not there the whole time.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, I like it. I can't wait to. I really want to play June, and I'm not gonna get to either because
why?
You know, the friends coming over. We're gonna be playing some Pathfinder, and you know, we're gonna be playing. I mean, I want to play either, really, but right now, since we're talking about it, I really want to play 15.
Oh my god! Did you ever find machinery for Prompto?
I did. Yeah, it was pretty much the dungeon that came up for getting one of the swords. But yeah, speaking of Pathfinder, let's go ahead and switch off of Kingsglave and a bit of Final Fantasy, and let's go into the rest of the podcast.
All right.
The rest of the podcast is pretty much going to be us discussing what the future of Binch Bros is, which it's not really changing much, just the ending content. Which is pretty much the Pathfinder stuff. That's pretty much gone at this point. We're now going to be playing with our lovely GM. Jingle. That's such a bad like entrance to that. We're gonna be playing with him on a stream, which I think I'm gonna have to make tonight. Actually, tomorrow. So we're gonna be streaming tomorrow of actual game Pathfinder, and that's gonna consist of strictly just Pathfinder. It's gonna be something mostly to what Jingle says. It's gonna be mostly RP based, which is pretty cool. And I think there's going to be some combat stuff, which I'm kind of excited for because that's what my character kind of specializes, but he can still kind of do like RP stuff. And yeah, we're going to be doing that live stream next week, and I'll also try to post it up on Binch Bros, or maybe make a new one. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that right now, but yeah.
Branding, man.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing right now. For our RP stuff, but we do have an alternative for our ending game, which is, you have the other book, June?
Yeah, it should be around here. I'm looking for it right now. Oh, hold on.
All right,
I didn't move it.
Yeah, while you look for it, I'm just gonna explain what it is. It's Goosebumps.
Found it.
Pretty much Goosebumps.
All right, so we explained it last week, so yep. I'm gonna start reading from page 1. Okay. Take
like 5 minutes on this, right? I'll probably die in 5 minutes, right?
When is your fucking choice? Okay, your choice is on page 4. So.
Okay. All right.
How did you get in here? A voice calls as you enter the waiting room at Eek Laboratories. That door is supposed to be locked at all times. You and your friend Sam jump. You didn't think anyone was around. Yeah. Then you spot the receptionist sitting behind a tall desk.
Oh.
She's a short, frizzy-haired redhead wearing too much lipstick for her thin lips. She glares at you as if she expects you to turn around and leave, as soon as you figure out you're in the wrong place. I'm looking for my mom, you tell her. Who's your mom? The receptionist asks.
This is a deep voice.
She starts to pack up her things and leave. You glance at the clock. It's almost 5:30. Quitting time. She's the new lab technician, you explain. She's working on some top secret experiments for Eek.
Okay.
Really? For Dr. Eek? The receptionist gazes at you suspiciously. Yeah, okay. I guess, you say. But really, you're not sure. How come your mom never mentioned it before? Dr. Eek? All she ever told you is she had a new job at a research lab. You didn't know there was a medical doctor involved. Doctors give you the creeps. Are you sure your mom works for Dr. Eek? The reception grills you. She raises an eyebrow. Her eyebrows give you the creeps. In fact, this whole place gives you the creeps. From the minute you stepped off the elevator on the 19th floor, there was no signs of life. No one in the echoing hall. Nothing but the creaking elevator door. And then you spotted the door to Eek Labs. Your mother never told you about that either. The door looked like the door to a huge vault. That's a bad sentence. Sorry. The door looked like a door to a huge vault. Mm-hmm. It was heavy steel, about 6 inches thick. Your best friend Sam pulled a small handle near the edge of the door. To your surprise, the door swung open easily.
What the fuck? While I'm talking to the receptionist, Sam goes over there to pull the door open.
Okay, you told yourself. So the place has a weird door. That's no reason to freak out. Yeah, she works here, you tell the receptionist. She does research. Well, take a seat, she replies. I'm sure your mom will be right here. Then she packs up her oversized tote bag and walks out. You search around for a chair, and then you see them. Across the room, the chairs are all orange plastic, and they're chained together. You sit down on an orange plastic chair, but Sam doesn't. He starts roaming around, waiting in the waiting room. So what movie is your mom going to take us to? Sam asks. You shrug. Who knows? But remember, Sam, we promised my mom we wouldn't act too wild in here, you warn with a grin. Yeah, he says like he really cares. He wanders over to the receptionist's desk. He picks up a glass of clear liquid that's just sitting there. It's probably just water, but... Hey, you cry. Don't drink that. Before you can stop him, he drinks it down. This kid. Sam drains the glass in one gulp.
It's alcohol.
He whirls around to face you. Sam, I mean it, you moan. We can't fool around. This is a science lab. He starts to answer, but suddenly his face turns white. He clutches his throat and gasps. Then the veins on his neck start to pop out. A moment later, he makes a hideous face, as if he's turning into Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You freeze. Your heart pounds wildly. What did you drink, you ask him. You race over to the desk. You pick up the glass that Sam was drinking from and sniff it if it has a smell. Nothing. Sam bursts out laughing. He gives you a devilish grin.
God, you fucking
water,
prick.
Sam says, pointing at the glass. It's just water.
Can I take that? Hold on. Can I take that water? Can I take that glass and just smash it over his head real quick?
Maybe. We'll see. You can't help laughing too.
Fucking
You
prick.
like Sam. He's funny. But sometimes your best friend can go too far. He's always playing crazy jokes on you. Sam gazes around. You're sure he's trying to find some other trouble to get into. Maybe we should look for my mom, you suggest. Anything to keep Sam from getting into more trouble. His eyes light up. Great idea, he cries. Maybe we can do our own experiments.
Oh my God.
On second thought, maybe you should sit tight and wait. Okay, now, if you sit down and wait for your mom, turn to page 11. If you look for her, turn to page 6.
Oh God! So you're just asking me to be boring, or you're asking me to be? Let's try this, cause this is what I do. I'll probably sit down and wait for mom.
All right, let's do it.
Let's just go to the movies. That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to go see Star Wars.
Let's not mess around, you say to Sam. We should wait for my mom. You take a seat in one of the orange plastic chairs in the waiting room. Sam plops down in another one. Bummer, he says. I thought your mom was going to take us to the movies. She is, you assure him, as soon as she gets off work. But you look at your watch and think, uh-oh, she's late again. This has happened a lot lately. You hardly ever see your mom since she started working at Eek Labs. She spends more and more time at the lab. When you complained about it this morning, she apologized and gave you a big hug. She offered to take you to dinner and the movies that night. And bring Sam if you want, she said. You check your watch again. It's almost 6 o'clock. Where is she?
Fuck.
Suddenly, the door opens. A short woman in a white lab coat steps from the waiting room. She stares at you and Sam, then she motions for you to come with her. Sorry, you have been running late, the woman says. I'm Vanessa. Follow me.
What
You're
the fuck,
here
Vanessa?
You're here for the raster experiment, aren't you? Vanessa
No.
asks. The pay is $50 cash. You get at the end of the experiment. It only takes about 20 minutes. Let's go. You look at Sam. $50? But what kind of experiment is it? If you go along with Vanessa, turn to page 20. If you don't want to take the chance on the raster experiment, turn to page 63.
Bitch, I want to go see a movie. No.
Alright, 63 it is. Oh my gosh.
I'm playing so like. I want to go. I do want to go, June. I want to let you know that, but
you want to go to the
I'm
movie.
kind of RPing like.
Yeah,
this
I like the
right
way
now.
you're doing it, yeah. No way, you tell Vanessa. We're not here for any experiment. We're waiting for my mom. Vanessa narrows her eyes at you. Her dark hair cascades over her white lab coat. She looks like the witch in Snow White. Wait here, Vanessa instructs. I'll get Dr. Eek. A moment later, an older man with gray hair walks through the door. Dr. Eek is wearing a white lab coat, just like Vanessa's, but he has it on backwards.
What? Say that again. Sorry.
Dr. Eek is wearing a white lab coat on, just like Vanessa, but he has his on backwards.
Oh, I see. So the coat bit.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I see. And the opening is behind him. Okay, got it.
Yeah. His face is soft and
He's
fleshy.
kooky. He's kooky.
Yeah.
Okay.
His face is soft and fleshy, and there's something odd about his right cheek. The flesh looks like as if it's been pulled up to meet his right eye and is stapled there. It gives you a weird squint.
Okay.
Well, Dr. Eek begins, squinting at you. He sounds like a school principal who's caught you stealing candy from a snack machine. What can I do for you two?
Well, that's weird.
I had to change the voice after I read about it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for my mom, you announce firmly. Then he asks your name, and you tell him. Ah, yes, Dr. Eek says. Follow me.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Where's my mother?
Follow him to page 41. Alright. Dr. Eek leads you down a long white hallway. Doors line both walls, and the doors are closed, which gives you the creeps. What's going on behind them? Finally, Dr. Eek opens the door on the right. G Labs is printed on the door. Is this your mom's lab? Oh, wait, sorry. Is this your mom's lab? Sam whispers. Who knows, you whisper back. Right this way, Dr. Eek instructs. He stands aside so you and Sam can enter first. Inside the room is crowded with all standard lab equipment, tables, sinks, blah blah blah, jars of strange-looking things. But your mom is nowhere in sight.
What
and
the
you
fuck?
notice a blob of thick, oozy green stuff sitting on one of the black lab counters. It looks like a cross between minty toothpaste gel and silly putty. It's the size of a Jell-O softball.
Yeah.
And it's glowing softly. What's that? Sam asks, pointing at the green goo. This, Dr. Eek says. He picks up the blob. Here, catch. He tosses the blob of goo right at you.
Oh fuck.
Catch it on 96.
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Here we go.
I can't just like juke it, right? I can't just like step to the side.
I don't think so.
Okay.
The blob of green goo flies towards you. Sam dives in front of you and catches it.
Oh.
It's an old habit of his, hogging the ball. Dr. Eek chuckles. Nice catch, he declares in a deep, sinister voice. How do you like my new invention? Sam stares down at his hands, his eyebrows wrinkle with worry. The green goo is sticking to his hands. He can't get them apart. What is this stuff? Sam moans. That's one of my very best experimental results, Dr. Eek replies. I call it my G substance.
Hold on. Sorry. Hold on. Someone's at my house right now. Damn it. Fuck. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, we gotta make this quick now.
Oh my god. That's one of my very best experiment results. I call it my G substance. G for green, G for glowing, G for gooey. How about G for get it off me? Sam shrieks. You gasp.
Classic.
The stuff seems to be growing up Sam's arm. Ah, yes, I forgot. Dr. Eek says. I forgot to mention G for growing, too. Help! Sam screams. The goo slowly creeps up both his arms towards his face. And we will call it there.
Damn. Fuck. That's honestly. I like that. This is actually pretty cool. I like this.
Yeah, I think we might be getting to the end of this run.
yeah.
I don't know.
Sounds,
I mean, there's like
about to die.
There's one big choice I think coming up.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm pretty sure it's either I have to kill him or just
I
leave.
don't know if you're killing anyone.
But I just want to go to the movies. I just want to go to the movies.
You should have followed the doctor.
I had no choice.
That's true. You didn't have any choice.
Maybe if I did go, I probably wouldn't see the doctor, but you know, whatever. Anyways, yeah, that was cool. I like that. Some fun stuff.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I can't wait for play Final Fantasy. Can't wait to play this again next week.
Oh my gosh.
And then, yeah.
Dude, Final Fantasy's so good.
Yeah, it is.
So
it's really good.
addicting.
I'm really enjoying it. We'll probably do that for next week too again. So we'll probably get more in depth in probably story on Final Fantasy this next week. So that's what we're gonna be probably focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna be. I think that's pretty much gonna be it for this session of Binch Bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you recommend Final Fantasy Kingsglave?
Recommend? Yes, I do.
What about someone who's not gonna play Final Fantasy 15?
No, definitely not. If you are going to, try to borrow it from a friend or something, because I don't think it's 100% worth renting it. I guess if someone if you guys like, I ended up buying it.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah, just so that way if someone does want to see it, they could just come to me and I could just give them my account and they can watch it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like if you want to watch it again, you can.
I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think I want to watch
Jingle
it
and Justin haven't seen it, and they
I'll probably give them the information.
You gotta force them to watch it.
Yeah,
because they're not gonna want to watch it, right? But you bought it, so you have to force them to watch it.
I don't care too much about. I thought of it like being like Final Fantasy Advent Children, where I really like that. So I was like, oh, probably really like.
Yeah, no, Advent Children's way better.
Yeah, it is. But yeah. Anyways, guys, this is Binch Bros podcast. You can find us on benchbros.podbean.com. You can also find us on iTunes while searching Binch Bros. Mm-hmm. I think Binch Bros podcast too, but Binch Bros is probably the best thing. You do have to scroll down if you are on desktop and go find our faces. that Jingle actually drew. And what else? We're on Facebook at Binch, facebook.com/Binch Bros. Also, we're on Twitter, which the only thing I gets posted on there is our uploads. Which is fine, because if you use that social media, that's where you'll get the notification at. And that's going to be at twitter.com/BinchBroPod. I need to get that. It's been a while. It's twitter.com BinchBroPod.
Binch Bro Pod or Pods?
I think,
or Bros?
Binch Bros Pod. So BinchBrospod. And you can get the latest updates on our videos on there.
Yeah.
If you use Twitter. So there you go. And we don't have an Instagram, no Snapchat. There's no automatic feature for that, and that's probably the only reason I'm not using those or making accounts for those. But whatever.
There's no reason, and we're not like what do we post on Instagram?
Yeah,
I mean, a picture of like
my computer, our Audacity thing, recording today.
Oh my gosh!
I don't know. Whatever.
I could post a picture of like my dungeon that I'm stuck in.
Yeah, I guess it could, but I mean, it's social media, right? I already have a personal one for that. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. I'm Keo.
I'm Sejun.
I'm going to I'm gonna beat the hell out of this goo.
Yeah,
this is that one thing. I think
the deadly experiments of Dr. Eek.
Yeah. Then that's also my what did I call it? My ending statement. Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Your sign off?
Sign off, yeah.
All right, my sign off is I don't know if I used this before. I'm going to do a different one if I use this before, but it's
okay, I'll tell you.
Eyes closed? Wait, oops, I fucked it up. What is it? Mouth closed, eyes open. Wait, is that what he says?
I don't know. It sounded very similar to like ass up or face down, ass up. And I was like,
it does sound like it.
That's why I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do a different one. Ready? My sign off this week is woohoo! We survived! Now let's celebrate by eating something dead.